Hello girls and welcome to your first video for your comic artist badge. The goal of this badge is for you to learn how to create your own comic. Today we will be working on our first and second steps for this badge. The first step for this badge is to delve into the world of comics. The point of this step is for you to better understand the comic art form. In this step you are meeting with a comic artist, which is me. Hello. So first off, my comic is We Adopted a Superhero. I'm writing it for my Girl Scout Gold Award project, and it's about a little boy with superpowers that's adopted into a regular family. The story explores feelings of resentment and jealousy that the older biological sister feels toward her brother. I love drawing. Ever since elementary school, I've wanted to be an artist, but I started seriously drawing a couple of years ago in the 7th grade, which I guess is almost 3 years ago now. I wanted to do something with drawing for my Gold Award, so I decided to draw a comic strip. I was actually planning on drawing a graphic novel, but my plans changed. I also really like telling stories. That's what's really great about drawing comics, is you get to create stories you love in an artistic and stylistic way. I'm drawing this comic in separate strips as opposed to graphic novel format. I got a lot of my inspiration from Calvin and Hobbes, which I used to and still do read a lot. Calvin and Hobbes has such a fun art style and dynamic, so I'm trying to emulate some of that when I'm drawing my comic strips. Also, the Instagram format of Nathan Pyle's Strange Planet comics are also a very big inspiration for me. Writing comic strips is a lot about storytelling. Since I'm writing my own overarching story in separate strips, I have to think about the story beats or the chapters that I put into one strip. I'm pretty limited because I only have 4 panels for each strip. However, in long conversations, I try to think about the shifts in the topic and how I can group different topics into one strip. My comic strip is geared towards kids, so I have to make sure that I keep my comic kid friendly. So, congratulations, if you watched this segment of the video, you have completed the first step of the comic artist badge. Yay! If you want to know more about me, you can check out an interview I did with Issues With, but first we have to do the second step. The second step of this badge is to choose a story to tell, which is pretty straightforward. Now you have a couple of options with this step. Basically, you need to choose a story for your comic or a comic strip to be about. When you're picking a story, bear in mind that the badge wants you to be making a 4-panel comic strip. However, if you want to create a larger story over the course of many strips, you can do that outside of the badge or for fun or whatever. But if you only want to draw one strip, try to keep your story small enough that it can fit into 4 panels. And it doesn't have to be a story, it can be a joke, you know? You have 3 choices in figuring out what type of story you want to tell. Number 1, you can think of a story from your life. Choose something that happened to you, a friend, or a family member. It could be a funny moment or a dramatic one, a favorite memory or an activity from Girl Scouts you want to share. Number 2, think of a story from a book or a movie. Have you ever seen a movie or read a book recently that had a part you want to turn into a comic strip? You can do that. Or make something up, which is my favorite personally. Think about comic books, comic strips, or graphic novels you've liked, and now make up your own story to make a good comic tale. The most important thing is that you have fun with deciding what your story's about. Drawing comics is about having fun, sharing stories that you love in an artistic way. So make sure you have fun with it. In our Zoom meeting tomorrow, I want everyone to tell each other a story that you're going to draw in your comic strip.